Hello everybody and welcome to episode 8 of Inside the Gates.
Where we bring you all of the latest updates from Disney World, Disney Parks Worldwide, Universal Worldwide and other theme parks too.
Yeah, that's us.
That's it.
Right.
Should we jump straight into it, to be honest?
Well, I have one thing to say from Merlin. Shall I start off with that?
Go on, start with
Something
Merlin.
that I'm pretty excited for because Alton Towers have opened the first roller coaster themed, they're going to open the first Bluey roller coaster for everybody, and it's also going to have family shows and a meeting opportunity.
Yeah, I did
but
see this
Bluey
announcement. I thought
roller
great.
coaster, sign me up. So they have the Bluey bedrooms we've spoken about before, but now they have Bluey roller coaster coming.
To be fair, they're going all in on it, which I really love. And to be fair, we've been needing something like that in the UK anyway,
yes.
So I think that's perfectly
Spring 2026, so not too far away.
That's really not far away.
And I will be going to see Baby's Land.
I will be going to see Bluey.
To see Bluey.
To see Bluey.
And maybe stay in a Bluey room.
Go for the whole Bluey experience.
If you haven't seen Bluey, highly recommend.
Honestly,
we don't have kids.
You are
It's
missing
great.
out if you're not watching Bluey. But maybe on a slightly sadder note, we actually lost Stuart Craig, who was the production designer for Harry Potter, the films, but also the theme park lands. So when you think about those absolutely incredible sets that we are able to walk through, like, walking through Diagon Alley as if you were a first-year wizard, the idea of walking through Hogsmeade and then suddenly seeing the castle, like all of these incredible lands were from Stuart Craig. So yeah, a bit of a kind of rest in peace, because actually I think it was monumental, the sort of impact that he actually had on modern day theme parks as a whole.
Yep. We then had the Golden Ticket Awards, which are theme park awards
That's at the bottom
yearly.
of my thing.
So I've made a note of the 4 categories. They've got lots of categories, but the 4 categories that were rides and theme parks that we know and we've been to. Yeah. So I was going to go through them. So quickly, the best dark ride, Monsters, Frankenstein's Experiment.
It's incredible.
Yep.
Get on
Epic
it.
Universe. I completely agree. Best dark ride. Amazing. Best new attraction installation of 2025
was Battle of the Ministry.
It was, yes. And then best new roller coaster was Stardust Racers.
Obviously.
Yep. And then best new theme was Dark Universe.
Yeah.
So Epic Universe took home 4 awards.
Do you know what I'm really, really proud of, actually? Is like when we first went to Epic Universe, like Dark Universe blew us away. And I was like, this is my favourite land that I think I've ever stumbled into. So I'm really glad that it's getting its plaudits alongside.
Even though there's not loads going on there.
No.
It's so well done.
Oh,
and then
incredible.
Also best water park is Volcano Bay. So
Orlando
took home. Universal took home.
Yeah, Universal absolutely
5 awards.
swept that. There were some other winners as well. Europa Park won best amusement park worldwide for the 10th time in the last 11 years. Which I think is crazy. And also Dollywood won 3 awards as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do you know what? I keep hearing incredible things about Dollywood.
So do
and I'm
I.
like, we
should go to Dollywood.
I know hasn't Dollywood got like a theme song written by Dolly Parton as well?
Yeah, because it's Dolly Parton's
well, obviously,
theme
I know
park. So yeah, she's written the music for it as well.
I know that, obviously. I do want to talk about another Disney Legacy Award. So the wonderful Grayson. If you don't know who Grayson is the piano player outside of Casey's Corner.
Pianist, if you will.
The pianist was awarded the Disney Legacy badge. Okay, which is actually, I didn't realise that it was actually, you have to be nominated by your fellow cast members for it.
Yeah.
And it's also, because again, I was kind of looking into like, what do you actually have to do to get that? And the idea is that it's measured against dreaming, creating and inspiring other people through your job role.
I know someone that got one for
amazingly
for saving someone's life.
Yeah.
In a restaurant, they were choking and they saved them, so they won it.
Crazy.
I know.
Inspire them to live another day.
Absolutely. Quickly popping over to Universal again. And this is just a quick touch on when we're talking about how they're going to expand the park at one point. Mark Woodbury, the Universal CEO, has said, if you look at Universal Epic Universe from up above on Google Maps, you will see there's greenery in between each of the lands. And that was done on purpose.
Yeah.
Because they are going to build more lands in between the already existing lands.
What would you predict, just as a quick one, Chloe, what would you predict, not necessarily will go there, but when do you think we will see the first newer land being added to Epic Universe?
2032.
Really?
Yes.
I would go as early as 28.
Really?
I seriously think they're going to go all in on Epic Universe.
You think in the next 3 years they're going to open a new land?
I think in 3 or 4 years we're going to see a new land.
I think that would be a
Epic
silly
Universe.
mistake. I think they should now go and look.
Foolish mistake.
I think they should go and look at other areas like Marvel Land, which is a throw forward
because
to
we've just recorded
2.
another episode 2.
Yes, and I think they could focus more on the current parks they've got than building on a brand new park. They don't need to.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm going to shoot over to Disneyland Paris now. So Disneyland Paris have actually, so we've obviously got the World of Frozen, which is opening in spring next year. But actually, what you can see from an aerial view is they already have a full mock-up where they're doing ride testing for the Lion King log flume ride.
Ooh.
So that's already being tested in the area where it's roughly going to be. So that's quite exciting. And then they have also announced their exact dates for the holiday season. So they are doing their Halloween event, which is the Halloween Festival, from October 1st to the 2nd of November. And then they quickly switch over to the holiday season festival, which is November 8th to January 6th, 2026. And they've also said that the Halloween festival is also going to feature the Unlucky Nugget Saloon, which is going to sort of be themed to Phantom Manor.
Like that.
Which is really, really cool.
Like that.
It looks wonderful from the concept art at the moment. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Disney World and Disneyland California have announced that the fairy godmother will be joining them in Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
That's a bibbidi bobbidi banger.
I know. So they haven't said when she'll be appearing, if it's on certain packages. I can't see it being part of certain packages. I will see it as the slots they have at Bibbidi Bobbidi. Fairy godmother will come out every like half an hour or 45 minutes and just do a walk around. And it'll be a bit like how they do it at Storybook Dining with Snow White, where they do a little entrance.
What I was going to think.
They come in, she does a little flick of her magic wand, and that's Shrek. That's a crossover no one needs.
Oh my word.
And then can you imagine that fairy godmother going around?
Which fairy godmother is which?
They've also announced that they're going to be doing some more budget-friendly Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique packages.
Very nice. Because actually, what's the current package, like standard package like?
Oh.
We're talking like $150, aren't we?
I think the one that comes
like
with the dress and everything, you're looking about $180 to $200.
Okay.
That comes with the dress and the shoes.
So
and
maybe
the wand
what?
and
Just
everything.
makeups.
They do that already, so I don't know what
today.
I don't know what they're going to do. They haven't announced that yet, but they will be doing that. But they're going to make some more simplified package options so it's easier for guests.
No, I think that's a really good idea. Starbucks have also announced that they're doing 2 autumnal tumblers. So one of them is a sort of Minnie Mouse pumpkin theme one. It's really, really cute. The other one is A Nightmare Before Christmas. I believe that they have just released, or they're releasing this week. There's also increasing rumours that there is going to be a Harryhausen's. Now, if you don't know what Harryhausen's is, it is the restaurant that Mike and Sully and Celia go to in Monsters, Inc. That's an increasing rumour. There seems to be more and more being made apparent from that. That'd be a great idea. If you don't know the sort of cuisine, it is going to be much more sort of like Japanese style, like sushi, those sorts of things. So that sounds really, really cool. Another thing from Disney Cruise Line, actually, is that Disney have announced that the Disney Adventure is pushing back its maiden voyage. It was supposed to be in December of 2025. They have now pushed that back to March 2026. But what they have done, now they've put that back to the fact that the shipping yard and building took a little bit longer, and then obviously they want to make sure all the details and the fine experiences are kind of done and dusted. What they have done, though, is if you had booked on that maiden voyage, you are basically automatically rebooked onto the new one at 50% of the cost. If you can no longer, if you can't make that one, then you're allowed to book for the next year on any Disney cruise for half the price. Which actually I think is quite good.
That's fantastic.
I think I'd swallow that. I'd literally be like, okay, so I basically got another cruise for free.
That's so good at Disney.
I know. Another thing that is coming from Epcot on the 21st of September, like they did last year, they are going to be playing Nothing But September on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
I also saw at D23 they showed the new Buzz Lightyear carts and the new guns, which looked so good.
Yeah, they look incredible. They look that update
fantastic.
Is going to be
the colours,
wonderful.
the style. It doesn't look too dissimilar to what it already is. It's just a lot more fresher and newer. Looks fantastic.
We also got a bit more of an update from Level 99, which is basically the new experience that is coming to Disney Springs. That's the one that is replacing
I forgot about
NBA
that.
experience. They've said it's going to feature interactive interactive gaming, team-based challenges, obstacle courses, and more. And it will
Sign
also
me up.
do food and drink. Honestly, I think it's right up our alley.
Absolutely.
I think it's, as soon as that opens, I really want to make sure that we end up going there. The other thing that I did want to mention, just because there are two things actually. One is there's a wonderful series on YouTube from Disney called We Call It Imagineering. They've just released an episode on building castles, so it's sort of like the history and the architecture and the design from that. And then also what they've got is there was a funny video going around on TikTok of basically like the Death Eaters at Halloween Horror Nights fighting a bunch of drunk men. Honestly, just check it out.
Brilliant. Well, that's all the latest news. Not loads to talk about, but still quite a bit. Disney always and Universal, they always pound stuff, but now it's time for us to say what you've been saying. So I asked on Instagram. It was a very short poll, so if you missed out, very sorry. But I asked, what is everyone's favourite season in Disney? Stephen, what is your favourite season in Disney?
I'm going to be honest. I really, really love now. I love like the autumn.
Fall.
I love seeing all the pumpkins and everything like that. I think just the aesthetic
it's pretty
is beautiful.
Much Christmas and fall are the main ones. So can you count the fall and I'll count Christmas?
Cool.
Okay, so we've got the Hackett family Christmas. Rob Griffin said Halloween.
Yeah.
Wop Shop, I can never say it. What Shop's Adventure Christmas. A Brit Travels Halloween. Lorna Clark Christmas. Jones Does Disney Christmas. Adventure with Rob Fall. Both the Robs like fall. Love that. Adventures by Rocks Christmas. Adventures with the Bangs Halloween. Kelly McLean? Yeah, 30. Autumn. That's you.
Yep. Stop counting.
Mia from work. That's not her Instagram name. It's just my friend Mia from work. She said Halloween.
Yeah.
MJ Tuplin said Halloween.
Woohoo.
Matt107 said autumn, October.
Woohoo.
Rianne PC, or Ryan PC, Halloween. Lily Evans said spring. I hate to say it, Lily, you're the only person who said spring. Lovely
Spring
time
is
of
really
year to
cute,
go.
though.
We love it.
It's actually, I actually think it's the time that we go the most.
Yes. Alana said Halloween.
Nice.
That's good because we're there in Halloween with Alana. Snack Beers Mickey Ears said spooky. I'm going to take that as Halloween.
So
Food and wine
now.
hands down. And Megan said Christmas.
Okay. So you've got 6. I had 11.
No,
and then one
I think
spring.
I've got 5.
Okay. No, you didn't count that last one,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas. Sorry, yes.
Which would have taken you to 6. So 6, 11, and
I'm now
1.
going to take that off the story, otherwise people might see it and enter later and not
being
be able to do
incredibly
it.
disappointment.
So yeah, that was only up for 2 hours. So thank you to everyone who got back so quickly.
Exactly.
I appreciate
and
it.
It seems at the moment that you guys are really, really enjoying these style of episodes. So thank you very much for the support that you're giving us.
If there's anything else you want to see though, drop us a message. Like we love messages from you guys.
Yeah. And we love doing a little bit of a shout out. So again, had a wonderful, lovely, kind message from Erin this week. So just want to say hi to Erin. Hope everything is good. Thank you very much for listening. If you are
Thank you for your message.
If you are brand new here, then feel free to drop us a message. We love hearing from new people. We love hearing from old people. We like to know what you guys like because we want to continue to give you the best experiences.
I'll get a message from Stephen just being like, have you seen his message? I'm crying.
Yeah, I'm just like,
so
I
you
really
hit
love
Stephen
this.
in the feels every time you message him, guys.
Exactly. So it's wonderful. So thank you very much for joining us for Inside the Gates. Again, if you're not already, please make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube. You give us a like and follow along for all your latest updates and new podcast episodes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
We can cry when it's over.